It's Tiriano, building bonds, building future.
Welcome again. Today we are going to start the earlier classes which I have already explained you about president and his power, her power. Okay. So up to the judiciary power we have already described. So now we will continue with the next power, that is discretionary power. What are the discretionary powers which is there with President of India? Okay. So first of all, in the appointment of prime minister in a situation of hung parliament, that is where is no single party commands a clear majority of the Lok Sabha members. ओके, डिस्क्रिशनरी का मतलब होता है कि अपने विवेक का इस्तेमाल करते हुए, यानी अपने दिमाग का इस्तेमाल करते हुए अगर आप कुछ चीज़ों को चलाते हैं और जो पावर है आपके अंदर डिस्क्रिशनरी पावर, जिसे आपको अगर मान लीजिए कोई चीटी काट लेता है तो आप उस समय अपने विवेक का इस्तेमाल करके उस स्थान को चेंज कर देंगे या चीटी मारेंगे। समझ रहे हैं? तो इस तरह से आप ऐसे समझ सकते हैं कि वहाँ पे अपने विवेक का इस्तेमाल करते हुए या तो वहाँ से हट जाए या चीटी को झाड़ के हटा दें। इन द सेम वे द प्रेसिडेंट इज हैविंग द डिस्क्रिशनरी पावर कि अगर प्राइम मिनिस्टर नहीं है सदन में और जो पार्टी है दे आर ऑल्सो नॉट इन द मेजोरिटी, सो व्हाट टू डू एट द टाइम he or she is free to take any decision, and that decision or that power is known as discretionary power. Understood? अब यहाँ पे बात करते हैं appointment of PM in the case of sudden death of PM, and in case of in the ruling legislative party is unable to meet immediately to elect a leader. If ruling party is unable to elect a leader whenever or suddenly there is death of prime minister, so at that time the decision taken by the president is also comes under the discretionary power, and that discretionary power is very important for a president. Okay, because अपने विवेक का इस्तेमाल करते हुए देश की व्यवस्था को, राजनीतिक व्यवस्था को चलाने के लिए वो अपने विवेक का इस्तेमाल करते हुए किसी को अपॉइंट करता है और चलाता है. Understood? Then president can when the ruling party has lost majority in the Lok Sabha, or when a vote of no confidence is passed against it, the president decides either to dissolve the house or ask another party to prove its majority on the floor of the house. Okay, floor of the house is very important, because if it will be there, so the party who is not in the majority and the other party who is willing or having the numbers with them to make the to come in the majority, so they can ask to the president कि हमारे पास मेजॉरिटी है, सरकार हम बनाना चाहते हैं, so they are free to make the government, and that is also the power vested in the our honorable president. Understood? Then अगर डिसॉल्व हो जाता है हाउस और पार्टी प्रूफ कर देता है मेजॉरिटी और दूसरी पार्टी मेजॉरिटी प्रूफ करता है, at the same time they can form the government. Understood? Now president can dismiss ministers in case of council of ministers losses of the confidence of the house but refuse to resign. अगर कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन, नो कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन पास हो जाता है और ये ministers, council of minister lose the confidence of the house but they refuse to resign, at the time president is free to take the decision, and that decision is completely discretionary. वो अपने विवेक का इस्तेमाल करके क्या कर सकते हैं, डिस्क्रिशनरी पावर का इस्तेमाल करेंगे और उन्हें उनके पद से हटा देंगे. Understood? So these are the discretionary power of the what? President. Now the next power, which is emergency power. What is emergency? Emergency means unpredicted. Means suppose I am going through this way and sudden one accident takes place. It means that is emergency. Accident or emergency means if the things is out of control, then it is called what? Emergency. Understood? So this is the emergency. आप लोग भी सवाल पूछ सकते हैं. You are also free. चीज़ें समझ में ना आए तो आप बेशक हमें फ़ोन करें, हमें व्हाट्सअप करें. I'll try to provide the appropriate and your answer within the time. Okay. Then, in emergency powers, there are the three emergencies that president can proclaim are as follows. तीन ऐसे इमरजेंसी पावर हैं जिसको प्रोक्लेम करते हैं कौन? प्रेसिडेंट. एंड दैट डिस्क्रिशनरी emergency powers are: first one is national or general emergency. If there is national emergency or general emergency, so at that time the president is free, okay, to take the decision in the favor of the nation. Understood? Then financial, in case of foreign aggregation or civil war, जब civil war हो, foreign aggregation हो, बाहरी देश वाले आक्रमण कर देते हैं, तो at the time they can also, he or she can also take a proper decision for the national emergency, what should do in the favor of the nation. Understood? The next one is financial emergency. What is financial emergency? If there is a crisis of money in the deflation or inflation, so there is the crisis of finance. So at that time, when setback to financial ability or credit feasibility of the country has occurred, then president is free to take the decision and can exercise his or her power. Okay, so he or she can exercise the power. Breakdown of constitutional machinery. अगर constitutional machinery में breakdown होता है, तो in the same time they can also use that. Means when president is reported by the governor of a state that the state can't be governed in accordance with the constitution, then he may declare this emergency. It can declared in whole nation, whole state, or part of the state. Okay, so if government machinery is unable to fulfill the criteria of the constitution, at that time our president can take the decision regarding that, whether he or she should initiate the emergency procedure or not. It depends upon the government machinery. Understood? And in the state, governor used to say that, and governor inform to the president, you should take some decision regarding the what? Regarding the emergency powers. Okay, so that emergency power is also vested in the president of India. Understood? So these are also some points which I mentioned here about the emergency powers. Now we will study and we will learn about the vice president. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि वाइस प्रेसिडेंट जो हमारे इंडिया के हैं वो एम वेंकैया नायडू हैं. ऑनरेबल वाइस प्रेसिडेंट इज एम वेंकैया नायडू. ये देश के उपराष्ट्रपति हैं और ये एक्स ऑफिशियो चेयरमैन ऑफ राज्यसभा. ये राज्यसभा के एक्स ऑफिशियो चेयरमैन भी होते हैं. सो वी विल डिस्कस हियर अबाउट द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट. अंडरस्टूड? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, what is the qualification of vice president? What is the qualification? If someone will ask you, a criminal is eligible for vice president's election, you have to say frequently, no, it is not possible. Why? Because they should not comes under any criminal offenses. Understood? So the first qualification to be a vice president is citizen of India. You must have to be citizen of India and the citizenship of India. Without that, you cannot contest the vice president's election. Understood? Then he or she should completed 35 years of age. वो 35 साल के एज को कंप्लीट करना उनका होना बहुत आवश्यक है. इट्स वेरी एसेंशियल टू कंप्लीट 35 years of his or her age. Then the third one, he or she is qualified for the election as a member of Rajya Sabha. वो राज्यसभा के इलेक्शन के लिए मेंबरशिप के लिए क्वालिफाइड हो, then we can understand that he or she is eligible for vice president. Then fourth one is he or she shouldn't hold any office of profit under government of India. वो किसी भी लाभ के पद पर नहीं होना चाहिए. He or she should not hold the post of profit under the government of India. Understood? So these are the qualifications of vice president, Uprashtrapati. Now, composition of electoral college. President is indirectly elected, by the members of electoral college. Few MPs, MLAs are there. Or in that vice president election, only MPs will be there. सिर्फ मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट भी होंगे. उसके इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज में एमएलए भी थे, लेकिन राज्यसभा में सिर्फ एमपी होंगे. अंडरस्टूड? Elected members of both the houses. The members of electoral college must be from both the houses, either of the houses or both the houses. That is Lok Sabha, lower house, and upper house, that is Rajya Sabha. इन दोनों सभाओं से होने चाहिए, आवश्यक है. It is very essential. This is the electoral college for the vice president. Understood? So vice president का electoral college ये होना चाहिए. And this election is also held indirectly. Now, what is the term for vice president? What is the tenure? So it is of 5 years. 5 years from the date on which he or she enters upon his or her office. So a vice president can hold the post as a vice president up to the 5 years. Okay, 5 साल तक के लिए वो पोस्ट को होल्ड करते हैं. अंडरस्टूड? सो the term of office is 5 years. Understood? And from the date on which he or she enters upon his or her office. Understood? Now, the oath of office. ये oath कौन दिलाता है, कैसे दिलाता है, कब दिलाता है? Understood? We will talk on that. So, president administers vice president's oath of the office. यानी आपको पता था, मैंने earlier I have already told you about the president. President used to take the oath from who used to give the oath? That is CJI, Chief Justice of India of Supreme Court. Understood? And when we'll talk about president, the vice president, then president used to provide or give the oath. President जो होते हैं, जो राष्ट्रपति होते हैं, ये उन्हें oath दिलवाते हैं. किनको? Vice president को. Understood? Now we will talk about the powers. अब हमें ये देखना है कि in the powers and the oath of president, oath was taken by the Chief Justice of India, whereas in the vice president, the oath will be taken under president. President will provide the oath, okay, to the vice president. But now, what is the difference between both the president and vice president? So, the powers are listed here. Okay. So, first one is that the powers of vice president, A tells that takes over the office of president in the following cases. बहुत सारे cases हैं which I am going to deal here. In that cases, the takes over the president in the following cases. Dates of the president. अगर president की death हो जाती है, at that condition or in that condition, vice president can continue, okay, or can act as a president of India. Understood? So whatever powers were vested in the president, the same power will be exercised by the vice president. Understood? Then resignation of the president. If president resign from his or her post, at that time the power transferred to the vice president, and he or she can exercise the same power of the vice of the president. Understood? Now, removal and impeachment of the president. If there will be removal and impeachment of the president, then the same action will be taken by the vice president. Means vice president is nothing but the alternative of the president. अगर प्रेसिडेंट नहीं होता है, जिस तरह से आपके परिवार में, जिस तरह से आपके गार्जियन जिस घर में नहीं होते, तो आपसे जो बड़े होते हैं उनको वो पावर सौंप दिया जाता है. इन द सेम वे एंड द सेम मैनर, president, if president will be not there in the office, there will be the transfer of power to the vice president. Understood? Suppose one instance I want to put here, if there will be no Ram Nath Kovind in the office for few days, on for suppose he got impeached, then at the time M Venkaiah Naidu will take the responsibility of the president. Understood? Yani vice president is the alternative and the substitution of president. Then next one is when president is unable to discharge his duty owing to absence, illness or any other cause. मैंने बताया absence, but also in case of illness, जब वो बीमार पड़ जाते हैं, काम नहीं कर पाते हैं, in that case our vice president used to exercise the powers. Understood? Then when the president, when vice president takes over the office of the president, then the deputy chairman of the Rajya Sabha heads the Rajya Sabha. One condition I want to mention here, if the same charge is taken by the vice president, at the time the chairmanship of the Rajya Sabha is transferred to the deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha to head the Rajya Sabha. As we know, vice president is also the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. वो राज्यसभा के मेंबर नहीं होने के बावजूद भी राज्यसभा के क्या हैं, वो एक्स ऑफिसियो चेयरमैन होते हैं. लेकिन जब इनका दायित्व इधर बढ़ता है उधर घट जाता है. जब उनको इफ वाइस प्रेसिडेंट टेक्स ओवर द ऑफिस ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट, देन द डिप्टी चेयरमैन ऑफ द राज्यसभा हेड्स द राज्यसभा. अंडरस्टूड? नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन, that is B, as a ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha, he conducts the following functions. Okay, following functions conducted as there he or she is also ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. तो अब ये क्या क्या करते हैं? He regulates proceedings and debates of the house. राज्यसभा की जो proceedings होती है, debates होती है, it is also conducted and monitored by the vice president. Then the another power is he decides the order of the speech. कौन सा मिनिस्ट्री, कौन सा मंत्री पहले स्पीच देगा. अभी हाल ही का न्यूज़ है, आपको पता है कि ज्योतिराव सिंधिया गॉट इलेक्टेड एज ए राज्यसभा मेंबर. ओके, अब उनकी जो स्पीच होगी, सपोज ही वांट टू स्पीक समथिंग अबाउट द मध्य प्रदेश एंड ग्वालियर, एट द टाइम वो क्या करेंगे कि उनकी स्पीच की जो जर्नी होगी वो डिसाइड कौन करेंगे? वो करेंगे वाइस प्रेसिडेंट, कि आपको चौथे नंबर पे बोलना है, पांचवें नंबर पे बोलना है या पहले नंबर पे बोलना है. द ऑर्डर ऑफ स्पीच इज ऑल्सो डिसाइडेड बाय द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट. देन he decides the admissibility of resolution or questions. ये जो resolution और questions होते हैं वो decide करते हैं कौन से question को लेना है, कौन से questions को छोड़ना है. Some MPs are also there who didn't want to take who used to take the inappropriate questions. किसी अलग तरह की बातें करते हैं जो appropriate नहीं है. तो it is decided by the vice president what should I do and whether we should take this question or not for the further proceedings. Okay, so it is also decided by the vice president. ये भी power vice president के पास होता है. Understood? He may adjourn or suspend the business of the house. वो adjourn भी कर सकते हैं, suspend भी कर सकते हैं. क्या? Business of the house. House के सभी कार्य प्रणाली को, क्रियाविधि को वो क्या कर सकते हैं? वो एडजर्न कर सकते हैं, स्थगित कर सकते हैं, मना कर सकते हैं, बंद कर सकते हैं. सो फॉर दैट पर्पस दिस पावर इज ऑल्सो वेस्टेड इन द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट. ओके, सो ही मे एडजर्न दैट. अंडरस्टूड? देन He gives direction to the chairman of the various committees. Whatever committees, various committees are there. So the direction he used to, or he or she used to give the direction to a committee कि आपको कैसे काम करना है, in which way you have to work. Okay, what are the basics you should have to follow, you must have to mention. So all these are also regulated by the vice president. Understood? Now, this was about the vice president. Now we will compare about between the president and vice president. Both are the executive of the nation, whereas the first citizen of the country is president of India. Then we studied about the powers, their qualifications, disqualifications, oaths, tenure. Understood? So these were there for president, and the same thing is also there for vice president. So please read the book. Okay, you have to go thoroughly. It will create a better approach for the social thinker, political thinker. You will create the mentality, and in your exam you will able to write whatever understood during the class and during the study. Okay, so it is very important while you are answering, how many points you have to mention, how much part you have to cover. Okay, so you have to prepare, you must have to prepare, and be patient, and read properly, and try to understand the topics. And I tried my best for your understanding. Still, if you are not able to understand, so don't afraid about that. Please ask me. Okay, I will try to make you clear. Whenever there will be live class, you are free to ask the question. And one more thing, please do the homework, and please complete your notes making, okay, as early as possible, because if you will make the notes on time, so you will able to revise. Okay, so make a separate notebook for the civics, and from chapter 1 to chapter 3 you have to complete the notes. Okay, if you are unable to get the notes, if you are not unable to assess the videos, so we will also provide some assistance to you. Understood? So these were all about the president and vice president. Understood? Now, in the vice president, what we have studied, once again I am going to repeat. I am going to repeat. In the vice president, we studied about the qualifications. In the qualification 4 aspect I completed here. Understood? Then we have another point, that is composition of electoral college. There is a difference, basic difference between the presidents and vice president. In the president there were MPs and MLAs. वहाँ पे MP भी था और MLA भी था. But in case of vice president election, there is only MPs. But there is one more thing I want to add here. The MPs are from both the houses, or either of the houses, that is Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. इन दोनों के सदस्य होते हैं, ये वोट कास्ट करते हैं. अंडरस्टूड? वहाँ पे क्या था कि elected members of the both houses, but there were elected members of the MLAs and MPs both. Understood? Few MLAs, few term of the office is same. President का term office का क्या है वो same है. Like vice president, both are having the 5 years. One more thing which is here, there were discretionary power with president. Here he is also the vice president is also ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Okay, he presides the Rajya Sabha. Oath, the oath of president. In that, Chief Justice provides the oaths. Okay. Chief Justice of India, CJI. Chief Justice of India provides the oaths to the President of India, whereas in Vice President, the oath is provided by the President. यानी Vice President को President दिलाता है, और सर्वोच्च न्यायालय, it means Supreme Court जो इंडिया में है, वो उनके जो Chief Justice हैं, वो President को oath दिलाता है. Okay. Now, the powers. वहाँ पे हमने पढ़ा था इमरजेंसी पावर, डिस्क्रिशनरी पावर, लेजिस्लेटिव पावर, जुडिशरी पावर्स. ओके, लेकिन यहाँ पर जो है हम दो तरह से पावर को समझे हैं. कैसे? ऑफिस ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट इन द फॉलोइंग केसेस. अगर ऑफिस ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट को संभालते हैं तो वहां पे पावर किस तरह का होता है. अगर ये मान लीजिए आपके एक्स ऑफिसर चेयरमैन ऑफ राज्यसभा, अगर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट इज chairing the Rajya Sabha, at that time what are the power vested inside his or him or her. Understood? So in that when I already told you about when there is president's death, at that time he hold the office on the behalf of president. Then resignation of the, if there is resignation of president, then vice president will work. Removal or impeachment of the president, the same thing. The powers whatever was vested in the president, the same powers will transfer to the vice president automatically. Okay. And in another case, if vice president takes over the president office, then deputy chairman of the Rajya Sabha head the Rajya Sabha. Earlier, before the impeachment or death of the president, vice president was heading the Rajya Sabha. Understood? Then in B, the second condition is that as an ex-officer chairman of Rajya Sabha, he conduct the following functions. And what are that functions? That functions are that he regulates proceedings and debates of the house. Okay. He decides the order of the speech. Speech का order decide करते हैं. Decide admissibility of the resolutions or questions, जो भी होता है वो पूछते हैं. He may adjourn the suspend the business of the houses. और वहाँ पे क्या था कि वो समन करते हैं, किसी को भी बुलाते हैं, सदन को बुलाना है, उनको भंग करना है. It is also vested in the hand of president. लेकिन यहाँ वो चीज़ें नहीं है. यहाँ तब है जब when the power transferred to the vice president, then only. Understood? So it is there. Then he may adjourn or suspend the business of the houses. जो क्रियाकलाप है of the houses, ये suspend कर सकते हैं कौन? Vice president. Okay. उसके बाद he gives directions to the chairman of various committees. जो various committees होते हैं उसके chairman को ये directions देते हैं. In this way, in this manner you have to work. Suppose कोई steering different committees का है, financial committee हो गया, कोई और अलग अलग committees है, समझ गए, UPSC की committee है, कोई भी committee होती है, तो at the time the chairman or the directions is given by the vice president. Understood? So I hope you all are enjoying the classes at your home, and I hope I'm able to make you understand. If still you are having any queries and the problems, don't hesitate to ask. You can ask me on my mobile number or WhatsApp group. So we are very much free to give you the answer, okay, about the question and queries. And one more thing, please study well at your home, and we will also conduct the same chapter online, okay. Our live classes will be also conducted by me on the same chapter, and whatever is left portion we will try to complete from the live session, okay. So in that live session there will be also interaction between me and you, so at that time you can ask the questions. You are welcome there. So thank you very much once again. Thank you very much.